Hello, everyone. Dan Priest, PwC Cloud and Digital Leader here. Thanks for tuning in to Take 5 with AWS and PwC. Today's topic is all about breaking down a common misconception, the notion that security and compliance can slow down an organization's move to the cloud. Did you know that when done right, it's actually the opposite? Before we dive in, I'm excited for you to meet our special guest and AWS ambassador, Scott Weber. Scott, how you doing today?
Hey, Dan. It's great to be here.
It's great to have you. So I'm curious, what's your first memory of using a computer?
Oh, my first memory was I had an old TI-88 computer that I could write basic code on that had, believe it or not, a tape recorder for the media to save everything onto. So that's how far back I go.
That's pretty good. Yeah, mine was using Lotus Notes to get me through some complex classes in early college days. So let's get back to the task at hand, cloud security. To start, why do organizations have this notion that security slows down transformation?
That's a great question. And I think some of it goes back to the way security was looked at in a data center. So, I think a lot of us can remember the days and times when you operate in a data center or other large organizations where the software engineers or something would be going on and security was the afterthought, right? And so you'd get something ready to go out the door and then security step in and say, nope, it can't go out the door or it's going to be delayed for security reasons. And, I think that's sort of like we've all sort of been burned by it. We have the scar tissue from it. And that's what we think is going to happen when we go to the cloud. But the cloud is a very different thing. In the cloud, what we endeavor to do is put security in from the beginning, whether it's in how we set up the environment from a foundational standpoint or, the processes that we're going to put in place from the beginning. When we bake it in at the beginning, it removes that barrier at the end.
So what are clients missing? What are they overlooking?
I think some of it is getting that foundation right. So, we talk about building your landing zone correctly. So when we build the landing zone, which is just where you're going to go land your servers, your applications, we do that right. We put our compliance frameworks in place from day one. We put our security tools in place from day one. But we've seen a lot of customers that have sort of missed that step 0, right? And now they're struggling to contain the beast. But if we can put these things in place from day one, those are the customers that are most successful moving fast in the cloud.
Okay, makes sense. And how should and can automation be used? Where does it have the greatest value?
Yeah, automation is huge today. The cloud providers themselves, like AWS, has a number of automation tools that just come out of the box. So things like Security Hub, Control Tower, that are all around setting up our landing zone, to things like Guard Duty that actually use AI and ML models to detect, potential threats coming into your environment. Or Amazon Macy, which is used to scan for sensitive information in your S3 buckets and then uses AI and ML to understand access patterns into that data and alert you when anomalous things start to happen. Again, these are baseline tools now that are coming from our cloud providers. And when we, again, put these automations in at the beginning, you're more successful and you move faster.
Those are great insights, Scott. I appreciate you taking the time to break down this common misconception. And thanks to everybody for tuning in to Take 5 with us. See you all soon.
Thanks, everyone.